Item: SCP-1181. Code name: Interactive Kaleidoscope. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. Site-916 is situated 100 meters from the northern edge of SCP-1181. Patrol teams monitor the perimeter of SCP-1181 and any civilians that come near the perimeter of SCP-1181 are to be escorted away by personnel posing as Game Preserve Rangers. An ultrasonic deterrent device is to remain active near the center of SCP-1181. To prevent activation, the device's full-strength range is 300 meters, and weakens until ineffectual at 500 meters. The ultrasonic deterrent and its backup generator is to have daily maintenance checks to ensure it is functioning properly. All staff working within the range of the ultrasonic deterrent are to be equipped with sound-negating equipment. Site-916 also contains SCP-1181-1, which is kept in Secure Containment Room 916-4. For low-risk objects. Access to SCP-1181-1 is restricted to Level 4 personnel and above. Description: SCP-1181 is a circular clearing 2048 meters in diameter in a forest, located in a game preserve in redacted. When a living animal, or portion of a living animal, passes through the center of SCP-1181, SCP-1181 and its barrier activates. No other animal will be able to pass into SCP-1181 from the outside, and any other animal inside SCP-1181 when it is activated will not be able to leave, until SCP-1181 is deactivated. The outside of the barrier of SCP-1181 is impenetrable until SCP-1181 is deactivated. The barrier is a sphere surrounding SCP-1181. The barrier cannot be sensed, except by touch. The sensation is described as similar to touching cold glass. It also cannot be detected by any known instruments. Any objects present on the perimeter when SCP-1181 is activated will be split apart either side of the perimeter. Once the activator moves a random distance between 2 and 8 meters from the center of SCP-1181, 3 other exact copies of the activator will appear around the center of SCP-1181, facing outwards from the center, arranged equally separate from each other, 90 degrees apart. Each of the 3 copies will move identically to the activator. If the activator continues to move away from the center, it and its copies will be copied again at random distances from the center. The 3 additional copies will appear around a 0.1 meter behind the activator or copy. Should any simultaneously created copies occupy the same space, their bodies will be fused together. Usually the fusing results in rapid expiration of these copies. If a newly created copy occupies the space of the activator or an already existing copy, the newly created copy will be spawned missing the portions of their body where the existing occupant of the space was, usually resulting in quick, if not instantaneous, death from blood loss. Living fused and or mutilated copies and copies that block each other's paths will still attempt to the best of their ability to mimic the activator's movements. If the activator or its copies touches the inside of the barrier of SCP-1181, they will begin to combust. If the person or a copy on fire is copied, they will spawn copies that are also aflame. Tests with D-Class personnel asked to touch and describe the physical texture of the inside of the barrier have so far been inconclusive. SCP-1181 will deactivate if the activator passes through the center point a second time, or dies. Should the activator die, all their copies, and any remains will disappear. Should the subject pass through the center for a second time, all copies, and any remains of the copies, will disappear, and any injuries the activator sustained will be healed. Recovery log SCP-1181 came to the Foundation's attention when a local hunter reported a swarm of butterflies, thick as a cloud in the preserve. When the barrier was discovered, Temporary Containment Protocol 76 Cherry was initiated. The swarm was monitored for several days by Foundation personnel, before it disappeared. Upon discovery that the barrier had disappeared along with the swarm, the area was investigated. During the investigation, Agent Havelock activated SCP-1181 and died shortly after. Following this incident, Site-916 was built, permanent containment protocols put in place, and research into SCP-1181 commenced. 4 weeks after the completion of Site-916, SCP-1181-1 was found during a regular patrol of SCP-1181's perimeter.